I find this lens pretty cool, but let's put it to the test. And during this test, instead of it being a boring test, I'm going to give you 5 habits I think can really up your game in terms of using the Canon M50 to its fullest potential. Check it out. Okay, so here we are. We got the M50. I've set it up with Ecamm Live because I just like using it. It gives me a little bit of feedback. As we go along, I'll have a label at the bottom that basically tells you which one is showing at the time that I'm filming. So let's get at it. So the 5 habits. So here's the first of the 5 habits. And the first one is really cool. It's kind of fun. It's basically carrying around your camera wherever you go to get B-roll footage. One of the masters of B-roll footage, of course, is Peter McKinnon, and he has a B-roll challenge. You can check out the link below. I also have my attempt at the B-roll challenge you can check out here. B-roll is great to be able to choose from when you're doing your videos. And it's great to have landscapes and people and just different angles. When you're walking around and doing things, you might as well take advantage of the fact that the M50 is really compact and really easy to just take wherever you go. And just take some B-roll footage. The great thing is you don't have to have audio with that B-roll footage. In general, you're going to have different audio, so you don't have to worry about setting up your mic and anything like that. So it's easy to just kind of whip out your Canon M50 and go and take some B-roll footage that you can use at any time. The more, the merrier. And it's fun to practice getting these different B-roll angles. You're going to get tired of going to the same places, so you want to try different angles. And so that's the first of the 5 habits. For the next habit, we're going to switch our lens to the 24mm. Okay, so this is with the 24mm lens. Of course, I'm using the Viltrox adapter for this. Now you can see the different visual effects, and you can decide, kind of what you think of it. I really like it. It's very silent with its use of focus, so you don't have to worry about that getting in your videos, which is pretty cool. So we're on to our second habit. Our second habit is doing Facebook Live. Facebook Lives are really underutilized, I think, in terms of getting your video voice. And how this habit works is basically you go and you do 3 to 5 minute long. You can go up to 10 minutes or more if you want. But starting out, you might find it easier to do, shorter Facebook Lives. Now, what you do is you just pick something that you want to teach your audience about, and you go live for 3 to 5 minutes. And it's just off the cuff, and what you're doing is doing the live. It doesn't matter if you suck. You're going to suck at the beginning. The whole idea is to do it, be done, and then go back through and review your footage. When you do, just pick one thing. One thing. I know there might be a ton. At least for me, I found there's always a ton of different things I'd like to improve. But just pick one that you're going to improve for the next Facebook Live. And then when you do that Facebook Live, concentrate on that one improvement. And then you just keep doing this. Each day you review and you do one improvement, and you get incrementally better, and the compound effect kicks in. Over time, you can kind of get your video voice down. It's really cool, and it works really well. Of course, when you're doing Facebook Lives, it's a lot easier to use something like OBS Studio, which is free and open source, or you can go with Ecamm Live, which I really like because it's a little bit less of a learning curve, and it just works right out of the box, so to speak. I can set this up like I have the Canon M50 just set up with Cord Direct. There's no using something like Cam Link or anything like that. It just works with the Canon cameras, Canon line of cameras. It's fun to use, and you can, when you get good, you can kind of cut down on your editing because you can go between different camera sources, pull in different video and media. So you can be talking and just pulling the media in, so you don't have to do that in the editing process. Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to go ahead and switch it up, and so that we're recording just to the card instead of recording to the computer with Ecamm Live, just in case there's some variation there. Okay, so now I'm just going to the memory card. I've got the 24mm lens, and I'm using the shotgun mic. I'll have that labeled below, of course. So the third habit is doing video challenges. Now there's a 30-day video challenge, which you can check out here. And there's also a recent challenge from Peter McKinnon where he does a sound effects challenge where you can combine short sounds and video clips together to do a mini story. Really cool, and mine is right here if you want to check it out. The challenge, much like the Facebook Lives, is a chance for you to just stretch and do something different, and being okay with sucking. It's being okay with sucking at the footage you get and the whole attempt. Mine's there, but it's not that great. I don't think. I can always get better. And again, just like with the Facebook Lives, you can do it multiple times. The more times you do it, the better you get. And each time, just focus on one improvement and you get incrementally better. So doing these different challenges is a lot of fun, and it's just a great way to kind of use your Canon M50 to its fullest potential. It's right when you get it, you know, it's new and everything, and you think, oh, I'm going to use all this, and you don't really end up using all of it. But when you do these challenges and you try different things, different habits, you end up using the camera more to its full potential. And the best time to start that is right after you get it. So if you've got a Canon M50 or any type of camera, really, these habits work great for that. So the fourth habit, and for this habit, we're going to keep our setup with recording to the memory card, and we're going to switch it up so that we have the kit lens on there instead. Okay, so we're back, and this is with the kit lens. I've still got the shotgun mic, and I'm recording to the camera instead of using Ecamm Live. So in this one, we're doing the fourth habit. The fourth habit has to do with using aperture mode or priority mode, and doing either one of these to kind of change up your look during your Facebook Live. So it's compounding one of the other habits, but the whole idea is pick one. Don't try both. If you're not used to it, just pick one of those and pick one slight little tweak you're going to do to make your Facebook Live look a little bit different. You can go for some more cinematic effects, whatever you're going to do, just take that and kind of test it out. Do that with priority mode, do that with aperture, and just kind of see what kind of effects you can get with the camera itself while you're doing your Facebook Lives, or anything else for that matter. When your B-roll, anything that you're doing, just go ahead and kind of switch it up a little bit and try to see what kind of effects you can get. And I like to work in threes. So basically, when you're doing an effect, try 3 different variations of that effect. That's one way you can play with the different settings without feeling like you're trying to get it all done at once. Just try something different, see what happens, change it up the next time, and keep on going. It's a fun little habit. It just takes a little more forethought into what you're doing. So you do have to have some patience with yourself, because again, just like with the other ones, if you go at it like, oh, this sucks, then you're not going to do it and you're not going to improve much. But if you're okay with sucking at the content that you produce and getting incrementally better and using that compound effect, this works really well. Okay, so now we're on to our last habit. Okay, we're back with the 24mm. This is my favorite, so I thought we'd finish off with this one. Now this last habit, which there is a bonus habit, stay till the end. Okay, this last habit is all about getting odd angles. And it has to do with using something like this, where you can basically go and, you know, kind of wrap it around a tree, or, you know, get yourself walking, you know, get your feet while they're walking. I've seen some footage like that, which is pretty cool. And getting odd angles from above, or just taking the camera, instead of doing your shots from here, try doing it from your waist, things like that, where you're practicing, you know, kind of like your handheld movements and getting that down, and also just getting from an unusual angle, so you can kind of switch up your footage a little bit. That's one good habit. It gets you to stretch the boundaries of, okay, what's a good angle to use, or what's a different angle, and you can find some really cool ones. And like the other ones, you're going to come up with footage that just really sucks. It's not going to work at all, but every once in a while you're going to come up with something that is really cool, and you're going to duplicate it. So that's a fun way to kind of practice and stretch the boundaries. Now this last bonus habit has to do with using music, and it's using music to create the beats. And this works well for intros, outros, or maybe an in-between shot where you're showing really fast action, or a sequence of things where you're not going to be talking, and you basically take the music and you allow the music to provide the transition points. So the musical beats, those are the places where you'll do the transition. That's another way to stretch the boundaries of what you're doing and kind of alter the look and feel of what you've got. And it's really fun to use. And as you get good at it, you've seen what other people can do in terms of making it more powerful impact upon the viewer, to make it more creative. So here I thought I'd show you what the footage looks like from the built-in webcam. That's why you want to use something different. Which is why you got the Canon M50 in the first place. Hey, so which one did you like better? Did you like the 24mm lens, or did you think the kit lens was better? I like the 24mm, but let me know in the comments below what you thought was pretty cool. And give me a like if you thought this was helpful, especially the habits. Which habit did you like, and which habit do you think you'll be using, if any of them at all? Or do you have some of your own habits that you'd like to throw in the mix? Throw me a comment below there as well. And ongoing, I'll have different challenges and experiments and habits that you can use to kind of get the most out of your M50, but also as a creative entrepreneur, create content on an ongoing basis that's going to attract the right audience and repel the rest. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.
everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love, there's always a way. And oh, this time of year, we come